Hello, everybody. Can I be heard? I was having a problem with starting the live or initiating the live. I don't know why. There's a problem with the multi-streaming thing, so I can't stream vertical today for some reason. Hello, Lemon. Hi, Yui. I saw somebody subbed. Are they still here? I just wanted to say welcome. Who was that? Hit him up. Welcome to our community. Also, guys, finally, very exciting news. We finally have a Discord. If I had a soundboard right now, I would press the what's that, applause button, but I don't have one. So we have one now. So yeah, the vertical live streaming, like the real size, REEL, but it's not working for some reason on Streamlabs today. So oh, I have a mod there already. This was somebody that who created it actually, so but we'll see what happens. You guys can actually just press the or write the command in the chat, and I believe that a link should be provided there afterwards. And there's just cool stuff, I think, that's included in it. I think someone just joined. I saw a oh no, that was not it, sorry. Wrong notification. But yeah, you can type that. There we go. Also fun stuff, you can choose your role there. So I have a whole system that's implemented where you can choose what kind of race I think you want to be in. So I have my own fictional races there that you can join. There's of course the more familiar ones like elves and centaurs and dwarves, and there are a couple new ones that I made. So that's all. Don't forget to do that. And I believe that you could also change the color of your name, I think, somewhere, but yes, we have a Discord now, so that'll be where I think it'll be also a bit easier, but that'll be where we'll have updates, especially for those who don't have an Instagram and they can't see my stories for whatever updates I have. So that's all. Yeah, that was the thing that I wanted to announce because I'm pretty excited about it. I hope everybody's having a good evening, by the way. To be honest, March has been feeling a bit, how do I put this? Does anybody else kind of feel that it feels a bit empty everywhere? But maybe it's because gasoline is so expensive, so nobody's really going out. That's just me though. Oh my god! What? Wait, what? Oh my god, hit him up! Thank you so much! What? Thank you so much for the gifted subs! Oh my gosh! Thank you! What a surprise! Thank you so much. Wow, I think we reached our goal, guys. Thanks so much to hit him up. I have to prepare now for the next stream. I need to get coloring materials. Hit him up. Thank you so much. I don't know how else I can say my thanks, of course, other than giving you your tarot readings. We really appreciate it. Also, I hope you can join us on Discord as well. Really good timing. You came in during a stream where I finally was able to announce that we have a Discord. We've actually been hoping for it since last month, right guys? Oh, Yui's pink. Nice. Nice. Oh, Yui, you're a dusk bun. That's a good one. These are all all of those characters are from my what do you call that? From my story. So I made a fictional story before, and I had this whole world building notion going on, and yeah, I made a bunch of fantastical creatures. So there was all of that. So I hope that you guys can join the Discord and have fun. Unfortunately, we can't. I asked the admin if it's possible to put like a badge next to your name if you pick a certain role, but unfortunately I think that comes with like a I don't know if it's nitro, but you have to pay for something, so I don't know. Again, shout out again to Hit 'em Up. Thanks so much if you're still here. I hope you can hang out with us and talk. We just talk about anything pretty much, whether it's like world events or I don't know, memes. Very different spectrums, but you know, it's all welcome here. Hello, pizza. We have a Discord now. Yeah, celebrate. Somebody just joined in. I also, you know, it's so funny. I've been watching some VTubers lately while I've been studying. I don't know why, but it's fun for some reason. Oh, a chocobo! Oh my gosh, I had a plushie of that, but I'm not sure where I put it. I think I left it in my brother's place. Hello, pizza. But yeah, there's all types of races that you guys can choose from. I was just really excited about that. I wrote all of that, and it was just fun to create. I do wonder if anyone is gonna pick human. I don't know, cause it's you know, it's funner to pick the fantasy ones. Oh my gosh, Bubsky, thank you. What the heck, guys? Thank you so much. We're definitely going to have our our aura reading stream next week. Thank you guys so much, Bubsky and Hit 'em Up. I'm trying to pin the disc. No problem. I believe that the invite might be like expired in like 7 days, so I think I have to refresh it after. Thank you guys. I did not expect this, really. I've been looking into new alerts, like new overlays I could use for that. So yeah. Thanks, Bubsky. Oh my gosh, you have another badge beside your name. It's like a little silver gift. Thanks so much. You know, it's so funny. I used to stream back during the pandemic, but I wasn't a VTuber. And whenever people would donate or send gifts, I wouldn't know what to say because I think I'm just filled to the brim with like thankfulness. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the right words, but you know, I just hope that you guys know I'm very, very thankful. Thank you so much. All right. I think. Well, I could always go to the bookstore to get coloring materials, but if I'm lucky, I saw in Miniso that there were these highlighters, and they were kind of this really pretty pastel colors. I wanted to utilize that, but I don't know if it's still there. Hello, Gecko. Oh, Gecko, we have a Discord server now, and you could pick like your D&D race. I don't know. It's not really D&D. Some of it is inspired by it, but I have some original races there. There's a lizard one if if that's the one that you're keen on picking. I feel like you might choose that one. You used to be a dragon VTuber? Oh, Gecko has to rest. No worries. It is midterms, I think. It's midterm season. I actually, before this stream, I just finished writing my my short story draft as well for my midterm. So I'm also been quite tired. Gecko's probably a kobold, exactly. So funnily, I believe that there are two types of kobolds. There's the half lizard, I think, and there's also a half dog. But when I wrote my story, I chose to make it a lizard humanoid. But I would like to create a half dog race. I just don't know what to call them. I'm in the 3rd semester now. Oh, congratulations! Oh, you go by trimester, I'm assuming. I might be taking a thesis next year. I might. It depends because I'm kind of behind because during my first year I underloaded on my subjects, so I'm not really sure. Yeah. Oh, what year are you? Are you almost finished with school, like, overall? It's been, like, so stressful, honestly. I've been so tired. Can I please talk about this really funny story? Sometimes it feels like a fever dream to me because I don't know if it's something that actually happened because it doesn't feel real. But we had this exam about Siddhartha, by Hermann Hesse. Is that how to pronounce his name? Anyways, about Siddhartha Gautama's life, I believe. He's not the Buddha, but yeah. Anyways, there was a question in our exam, and I don't even know anymore. The question said, "What is stronger than force?" And do you know what the answer was? Unironically, the answer was love. Our professor put that question in our exam paper, and the actual answer was love. Like, unironically. Yeah. Love. I don't know. That wasn't even in the story. And you know what's so funny is that majority of us got the answer wrong. And the one person who did get it correctly answered it sarcastically. I don't even know what's going on anymore. And then after I took that test, I took a nap, and then I woke up sort of just befuddled by the whole thing. Oh my gosh, that test was real? The answer to that question was love, even though that's like the corniest answer ever, and it wasn't even mentioned in the book. It's hilarious. And anyway, I think I'm just a bit disoriented from exams. So, sorry, let me back it a bit. Oh, Yui, how are you, by the way? How's everything? I did message you before after my stream. I just wanted to make sure you were all right, and that, you know, being a moderator is not too stressful or anything of that sorts. But I'm currently about to graduate to student to currently unemployed. Unless you take masters, then you can you can delay the unemployment. But I think that, like, I have some professors who are currently taking masters or doctorates, and they're teaching at the same time. I don't really know how the pay works with that, though, because wouldn't it sort of be a part-time thing? I still feel a bit shocked by that answer. I know it was an unironic answer. It's crazy. I was like, how's that real, man? All of that, we studied about... when you read the book, there's so much more... There are so much more layers to it that you can examine, but, no, we're not going to include that in the test. We're going to include a very corny, also an answer that was just not ever stated in the book. I think that was the funniest thing to me. Because there's so much about that book that's fascinating and enlightening, such as the whole notion of interconnectedness and everything flowing as one. And I would have loved to dissect that subject matter a lot more, but we didn't. We just talked about the most corny viewpoints possible. Still in the hospital, but I'm fine. But just bored. We hope you're okay. We were concerned about you in the last stream. Like, everyone was asking, including me. We were like, where is Yui? I hope she's okay. The power of love. It's like those freaking the power of friendship, or like those Naruto episodes. No offense, I love Naruto, but like, those episodes where he's about to fight a villain that's been training for like hundreds of years, and then he just beats them with the power of love or the power of friendship. Very shonen. Except this is not a shonen anime, it's supposed to be a literature test. Like, what is this? So funny. Anyways, what else have you guys been up to? I'm trying to recall what's been going on, but I don't know what it is, but online things have been feeling a little more sparse, and I think it's partially because, or I think most of it is because of the gas issue that's going on. Everybody is a bit tense and stressed out with I think in general, so I don't know if people are really like online as much, unless it's to talk about what's going on in the news. As well as like going outside, it doesn't feel as crowded lately, but it's not really for a good reason, right? Everything is just getting more expensive, and it's nobody's fault except for World leaders, all of that. I would rather go to army than a literal another year literally another year of hell called school. Oh, you don't like school? I think that with school it's just a matter of getting into like a course or studying topics that interest you and that are aligned with your innate strengths already, because that could make a very big difference. I have the power of single brain cell who is fighting itself for last place. That is how I felt when I answered that nonsensical test. Hi love, how are you? How's everything? I paid 3K for only half a gas tank. I saw somebody say that they had to pay 9K for a full tank, but it was like a big car. Still though, they said that previously it used to cost 3,000. So that's crazy though, that huge jump. And I'm somebody who commutes more, but you know, even then, now everything's gonna get more expensive. Yes, love, there's Discord. You can join in, and don't forget to choose your race. We have a whole race system there. It's very D&D inspired. Well, yes. Did someone type in the chat? Oh, hello. Yes, everyone is here. So, very like D&D. And to be honest, I would actually love to play like D&D with everyone, but I don't know how. And also we need a dungeon master, because I don't know how to do that. I feel like I would like to do that, but I don't know how to start or what to do. So, yeah. But oh my gosh, I think that creating the character, apparently it takes really long. Yeah, I tried joining. There is a Discord for D&D, but I don't think people actually play games there. Just from what I'm seeing, they kind of just talk and share fan art and their maps. People make their own maps as well. So yeah, looking through the Discord, yeah, there's like different lounges and there are games here. I don't know how to play all of them, to be honest, because that was added by the administrator. So I don't know. Could try experimenting. I can bully Yui as a bard. I could try being a dungeon master, although that'd be all that world building. Oh, rest in peace. I like world building, but the thing is with me, I'm very steady with my writing and how I create, so I'm like quite slow. I don't know. I feel like to be a dungeon master, do you need to be more quick paced? Maybe. I'm sure. I don't know. I feel like you guys would be much better at it than me. Did anyone pick Devilkin? I'm actually curious about that, because that's who Jin is. Jin is a Devilkin. You're everyone's favorite tarot deck that I named Jin. My OC Jin was a Devilkin, so. Oh, Lemon, you picked. I had a feeling I was like, you know, everyone loves Jin so much. I bet someone's gonna pick Devilkin at some point. There's Dusk Buns. Did somebody pick the human? I don't think so. Or did someone pick human? I'm seeing Owlkins. Interesting. Who's the Owlkin? Who picked that one? That one's those are the intelligent researchers and all of that. But yeah, I love world building. It's really fun. I did read a book one time. I forgot what it's called. The Night Circus, I think. And the thing is, I noticed that it was so focused on world building that the characters were like not fleshed out that much. So it was as if I was just reading a whole architectural piece. And I was thinking, what's the plot? Oh my gosh, hit him up. You picked human. It was so funny. When I started the stream, I was like, who's gonna pick human? Is anyone gonna pick human? Because I don't know. I just assumed everyone would pick the fantasy creatures. Yeah, there's a human here. It's the heart emoji. Who else? Yeah, centaur, dwarf, fairy, kobold, and dryad. I guess if you love nature, all of that, or if you just want to simply be a dryad, that's also cool. Love, you're a horse. Nice. I love centaurs too. Obviously, I had to pick elf. If I was not an elf, I think I'd pick I might pick Alkin or Centaur. Ooh, Piratia's fairy. Ooh, you give me fairy or mermaid, I think. If Yui is a bard, then I'm a paladin, but a very mean and sarcastic, a mean or sarcastic paladin. Yo, you have context for that. Okay, I just thought that you liked horses. Oh, elf is the usual. Yeah, they're popular. They're the standard. Everybody knows what an elf is. So that's all. I was thinking when I created mermaid. I mean, all mermaids have different kinds of personalities, but I just thought of like Pisces. I don't know, Pisces characteristics, I think. I see Venti and bards. Now and ever since. Oh, ever since Genshin existed. Although, question, because when I was making this, I was thinking of separating fairy and pixie, but they're, I mean, are they kind of the same? I also thought it might be kind of redundant to include both of them, so I don't know. Anyway, what else was I gonna mention? I don't know. That's actually all that happened. It was just that exam and midterms and a lot of writing. So that was all. I'm just back reading here. I just read the description for Alkin. I don't think I'm that smart. It's okay. You can just pick one if you just simply want to. It's not too strict. I don't have tea. I don't have literal tea, and I also don't have gossip tea. Yeah, I don't have any. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to think of tea that I have. Ooh, actually, I have a question. I actually don't know how to go about it because I barely talk about this with anyone. I did want to ask your guys' opinion whether would you continue being friends with someone if they were friends with someone who hurt you in the past, because I think that the answer to that tends to be quite mixed. I'm just very curious. I know I've never like spoken about it here, or I don't think I ever asked that question. But when I ask people in real life that, they usually say no, because it's like a question of loyalty, I think. Personally, I don't know. It makes me feel uncomfortable. So I feel like it's just a matter of adjusting boundaries. But I don't know. I just wanted to ask what you guys thought about that. But I try not to think in a polarizing way. Nothing too black and white. But I don't know. That's about it. That was my only question, I guess. I was wondering what other people thought about that. I see a lot of reels of people speaking about, you know, how they don't want to be friends with somebody who is friends with another person who hurt them, or they might have a disturbing past with, something like that. Some people stay friends with them because they want to maintain the connection still. Maybe because they're also caught in the middle. So, I don't know. I think it's a fair position to steer away. Because at the same time, you can't force people, right, to cut someone off. And you can't control other people's decisions. So that's another factor to take into account. Right. Okay, interesting. In my opinion, I think it's just holding the boundaries, I guess. Strengthening boundaries and readjusting that. It's more on needing proof they did something wrong in their eyes, which is, that's their decision not to stay close with them. Okay. That's fair. That's also fair, because there's two sides to every story. I mean, unless you already know what that person did to someone, right? It's different. Oh, I don't listen to rumors a lot, but if they hurt me, then that's it. Yeah, no more talking. Personally, I just choose not to engage anymore while I let them be. I think I take that route as well. I'm not a dramatic person, so how do I put this? Like, I'm not very emotionally reactive, or I don't really bother to part ways dramatically or anything like that. But I think like the most productive thing to do is just mind my own business, and I think never fully trust that person, you know? To be fair, I don't like my friend's wife. I'm still friends with my friend. Okay. That's fine. I mean, you know, we're not gonna get along with everybody, right? I've never been in that situation, though, where I was friends with someone who hurt one of my friends. So I wouldn't really know how to handle, as the person in the middle, I wouldn't really know how to handle it. If it was like my best friend, I think I wouldn't be friends with that person who hurt them. And if I knew for sure what they did, I probably wouldn't. But again, no dramatic exits or anything like that. I would kind of just keep to myself. Oh, what's the tea? The harsh reality is people choose to stay with people even if they've hurt someone. So yeah, it's messed up, right? But at the same time, it's their decision. Can't force it. I'm friends with my childhood friend's ex still. Oh, were they like really bad or not so? That's just a question. It's just a question that has been rummaging in my mind. Ex is chill. Okay, it was my friend before that. I guess that's different then, since they were okay. I'm assuming that they were okay. So, yeah. Yeah, that's alright. This can be a good teleserie. I feel like there might be one already. Oh, guys, by the way, there is a DreamWorks movie that's coming out, right? And it's like Filipino themed. Is it just me, or was that the Ibong Adarna in the trailer? I'm not really sure, but it looked pretty cool. I was like, oh my gosh, finally. New plots. No more remakes. By the way, there is a Harry Potter remake. The Pepino movie. Yeah. I saw the bird, and they have Filipino voice actors, right? Are you guys gonna watch it? Honestly, with me, I'm kind of just not the type to really go to the theater. I just wait. I just wait until the movie is available for streaming. That's just me. Harry Potter, all I see is the memes of Snape. I've been seeing that too. I don't even know. Since it's the creator of Puss in Boots' Last Wish. Okay. Was that good? I've never watched that, but it did get good reviews from what I saw. Bro, I felt so sad. Honestly, the first thing that came to mind was a question as to why they are making a remake. I mean, don't we have other wizarding stories that are worth bringing to life? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we already have Harry Potter. That's my question, and that's what perplexes me the most. I know. Yeah, that's why I want something original too. That's why I brought up the Filipino movie. Hopefully it's gonna be good. It looks good. So, I don't know. I have a question. A friend sent me food from their country. He said it was chocolate rice pudding. Champorado? Is that what it is? It's good. Although, if they sent it to you, I mean, will it still taste okay? Or it depends on how it's packaged, I think. Don't remake, just build something new within the realms of Harry Potter. I know. Or unless they could make a maybe a series about his son. What's his name? Albus Severus. That's one way to put it, but I don't know. Oh, they've done Fantastic Beasts. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I also haven't read that one. It would have been better if it's a documentary about the world and the creatures in Harry Potter. Yeah, that would have been interesting. Maybe something a bit more informative. I'm sure the fans would eat it up regardless, right? Oh, is it a dried one? Maybe. It's good though. I could tell you that. You can have it with... We could have it with mango, I think. Yeah, Albus Severus Potter. The most OP son ever. It sounds like a... You know how someone would name their kids Daenerys or Sephiroth? That's what it sounds like to me. It has that same cadence. Fantastic Beasts is a good guy, bad guy movie, like another Harry Potter. Yeah, I assumed that. I was a little bit more of a Percy Jackson fan, I think, growing up, but I also read Harry Potter. You know what I was thinking of whenever I say the name Harry Potter? I think of that scene from The Devil Wears Prada when Miranda Priestley asks Andy to get the unpublished Harry Potter manuscript. That was very iconic, by the way. It doesn't look like rice. I think that, yeah, if it's temperado, it's rice. With, like a chocolate powder, right? They ran out of memes, so they made... It's a block. Maybe it's not champorado. Guys, what is it? I don't know what it is. Is it wrapped in like a leaf or something like that? I was thinking of, not puso, but there's like a sweet version of it. Chocolate rice pudding. I think it's Filipino. I think it's champorado, but I don't know if it's a block. I'm not I'm not really sure. Could be suman? Is it that one? I'm thinking it might be suman. I don't know. We're thinking. Maybe it's just packaged a different way from what we're used to over here. You should try it. I'm sure it's good. Oh yeah, I also wanted to ask you guys, actually I might just do it on Discord. But I downloaded these digital tarot cards. It's an overlay. And I wanted to ask if you guys would ever be game to have that as a reading. Or if you would if you just like much prefer the hand cam and me reading cards in real time, or not no, sorry, that's the wrong word, reading cards like in real life and like organically, because there's also like digital cards that I saw, but I don't know. I mean, it's kind of up to you guys as well if you're game for that. Tablea. Oh, that's sikwate. You're supposed to put it in milk, so you need to crush the tablea. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I thought it was suman. Yeah. I love tablea, by the way. You know what's so funny? No, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't eat the tablea. It's gonna be very bitter. So you have to crush it. It's really bitter. It's bitter, but it has a rich, like thick taste to it, but you have to add sugar. Unless you like it. I knew somebody who did that. There was someone I knew who carried a pack of tablea with them in this like plastic, and then they just bite on the tablets. It's a bit strange though. I mean, you can, but it's gonna be bitter. Nothing too wrong with it. Yeah, just crush it first and then put it in a small pot, pour some hot water on it, and then you let it melt into the water, and then you put sugar. Or you could put milk or water, I think. I was like frantically saying no, do not. I was like, do not eat it immediately. The best ones are from Bohol, guys, just saying. Those ones I think have the most richness to them. Ooh, coconut milk? I never tried that, but that must be really good. I like it with brown sugar or like muscovado. Now I want tablea, guys. But there's some tablea that's not, I don't know, they taste too light, I think. Like they taste too delicate when it should be a lot richer. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be thick. That's why you gotta put sugar. But it's good. I love it. I put, well, I don't know. It depends on what your guys's look like. But I put like 1.5 of the circular ones. Excuse me. Who wants a Toblerone? I'm more of a... Oh my gosh, it's Rank Queen! Doing her little dance. You know what's so impressive? I think that she drew her own avatar. It was pretty cool. I'm more... You know what's weird? I think when it comes to sweets, I don't really eat the Western chocolates as much anymore, but I still like Reese's. I think that's still my favorite. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I saw some of you guys mention you prefer the hand cam, so that's alright. I'll also mention this on Discord in case, I don't know, something might have been missed. Oh, somebody picked a lizard. I'm guessing that's gecko. Lucky guess. I hear a dog. Oh, I don't have a dog here. I'm looking frantically. Oh, can I tell you guys about my short story? I made a short story, and the theme that was chosen for our class was Midnights, which was actually my idea, so we all had to like put our suggestions in a poll, and Midnights won. So I know that that idea could manifest in a multitude of ways, right? And it could be in a... I think the most interesting one seemingly would be like a psychological... how do I put this? Like a psychological type of story, or I don't know, something that's more of a thriller or a horror. But I decided to write about The Sims. So that was our theme. The topic was Midnights, and I was thinking about what are the things that I do at midnight or past midnight. And I thought, yeah, I play The Sims, so I'm gonna write about The Sims. So the whole like premise of the story is that I wrote about this girl. This is a very condensed version of it because it's like 10 pages long. But it's just about this girl who decides to play The Sims, and I chose The Sims 3 specifically. And then once the clock strikes midnight, then the sim gains autonomy. So the sim no longer listens to her commands and her prompts, and then they start acting the way that they want to do it. So it's fun. I tried to write it in a way that was comical. It was more humor based, but I think like towards the end it started to sound like a horror, and it started to sound eerie when I didn't mean for it to. So I didn't want to. I think I will need to edit that part because I wanted it to be funny, and I might have stumbled or faltered in that aspect. So yeah, it was fun to write, and there's some Bisaya in it. Midnight, sometimes the longest times. What do you guys do in midnight, during midnight? That's what I do. I play games. I play games or I work on my papers. Yeah, the sim, I think, gingerly becomes more sarcastic towards the player. But it's still the first draft anyway, thankfully, so there's still a lot of editing, or a lot of room for editing and corrections, because I know it's very far from perfect. And then we had our other midterm was to write a children's story, and we had to interview a librarian or a teacher who teaches children specifically. It was actually pretty fun and insightful. I'm boring. I overwork before just doom scroll. I play games or eat. I eat. Okay, mostly eating. I like to eat snacks as well. I've been eating those rosquillos. Is that what it's called? The cookies? Probably not good to eat past midnight. Very bad, and it's unhealthy. But, oh well. So, hold on a second. Was there another announcement I was going to make? It was just the Discord. And I'm also working on something exciting, but I still can't say what it is yet. But that's all. The other night I was soldering my mouse switch, and the lead wasn't melting, so I was like, let me touch this soldering iron, and I burned my thumb. Ow! Ouch! Oh, that must hurt. I'm so sorry. I've burned my hand a little bit. I think it was holding like those, what do you call the fire, what do you call it? The firecrackers or something like that. A couple years ago though, during New Year's. The intrusive thoughts, you let them win. I don't know, but you know, to be honest, I've had a couple clients lately, and their questions were mostly veered towards the economic state of the world. And I'm not trying to sound like, what's his name? Jaden Smith. That meme where he was like, can we talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? That's not it. But like, unironically, they were, and seriously, they were asking me about that. They're asking the tarot cards about that. So my cards, well, we could also do a flip on that later, but my cards did seem to hold on to one singular message, but I don't know, I can't really claim that it's correct or anything. The gas prices are heinous. They're crazy. I almost damaged mom's oven by putting cooking oil when I was cooking. I knew somebody who almost burned their kitchen because they tried to toast a Pop-Tart. Guys, please be careful in the kitchen. Is anyone like a chef here? Oh, Piratia, my mom does my aunt does card readings, but hers is so different. Is it like cartomancy? Oh, you know what? The kind of readings that I don't do much is like the what's that called? The Celtic Cross, I think. But I think that requires a great amount of detail, which I like. I'm a Virgo, so I do like details. First time I saw it, I believe it's called Divinatory Solitaire. Okay, interesting. Not sure what that is. It sounds a little bit like cartomancy. Hello, Albert. Hi. Oh, she plays solitaire to guess if the answer is yes or no. That's interesting. I've never played, I think I haven't approached tarot in that manner. So yeah. That's interesting though. I had a great aunt who was I don't think she was a soothsayer, but she would use the Ouija board. Do you guys know that video of this guy like reading Yahoo questions, and then everybody, like, nobody knew how to spell Ouija board, so they all spelled it as the Luigi board or Waweg board, or like very like nonsensical spellings. But sorry, I had an aunt who used the Ouija board, and I think she also knew how to read tarot, and she could what's the word that I'm looking for? Luigi board. I'll try to look for the video. You know what? Now that we have a Discord, I'll send it there. Are you allowed in the kitchen? I would never mess. Yeah, it's kind of scary. I've never messed with that one either, in full honesty. But she delved into all of that. She had a degree in theology, so she was inclined, or deeply inclined, to the occult. Anything, I think, esoteric or religious, mystical, spiritual, anything under those branches. Yeah, it's freaky. I never tried it though. I think that I would only do that if maybe I had an expert with me, or somebody who definitely knew what they were doing. Like I wouldn't do that during a sleepover. Sporadically. Constantine? No, I haven't seen that. Yes, no worries. Oh, by the way, for the tarot queue, guys, kindly after typing the command, after typing join, please type your question right after it, because it'll save time from needing to switch people, you know, or wait for people to type their questions. So I think it'll be more efficient that way. And I think it worked pretty well. It went by like quite seamlessly in the last stream. So yeah. Wait, I think you mentioned this though. It's an animated show, right? I think you told us about this. Hi, Sue. Sue5 Rhea, welcome. We're just chatting right now. How are you? Context later. Does your context include the horse? Let's see. Sorry, I was just back reading right now. Okay. Banana. Alright, I will open the queue, but guys, please take note of the new instructions for it. And I also have to drink water, so I will be right back. So hold on a second. Hi, I'm sorry, this was my fault. Kindly keep the questions brief for the queue because it doesn't fit. If you send the whole context, it won't fit in the Streamlabs queue. So kindly just keep it brief, and then you could share the context later in chat when your turn is up. So I'm very sorry, I had to remove those who had the long questions because they couldn't squeeze in. Is Yui here? I don't know. Oh my gosh, I hope she's okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I don't know which cards are going up. Again, really sorry I had to remove those who had like really long questions, but you could still join the queue again and then type them in a shorter version and then share your context after. Okay, hold on a second. So the ones who are here are Yalfarin, Love, and Lemon. I'm very sorry. I had to remove those who had like really long questions because again, it doesn't show up. But you guys could still join the queue again and then write your questions like in a short version, shorter sentence. And then don't feel bad though, because you could still just send your context in the chat if you would like to flesh out your situation more. That's all. Oh my gosh, who broke 5 ribs? I just saw that now. That's crazy. Okay, hold on a second. Yalfarin's question is Jin, future love reading. to ask, are there any other VTubers you guys watch? Lately I've been watching, I guess lurking, because I don't really say anything in the chat, but I've been watching Fufu, the Schrodinger's cat VTuber. That's the one, that's a VTuber I've been watching. As well as Froggy Hoppins. I've actually said hi in her stream a couple of times and she's very friendly. This is for Yalfarin. This is a love reading. Let me just reread your question. Yeah, future love reading. Just at this rate, this feels more inclined to the near future rather than it does many years from now or anything. I would say that this is spanning maybe for the next 3 to 4 months. So I kind of see some frustration that is engendering in your love life. I think that you feel a bit afflicted with how things have been going, as if perhaps you have exhausted all of your efforts thus far in your love life, whether it's to like the other party or when it comes to the overall dynamic or the overall dynamics that you've been through. So I think that this has caused you to harden your boundaries around you, and it has urged you to be more critical of any future prospects, any future suitors, if that's the right word. But for the next 3 to 4 months, there is going to be an adjustment of, I think, what truly feels like home to you and what you're willing to sacrifice in the future. So that's all, because I do see impressions of exhaustion just coming from your end. There's exhaustion, frustration, and criticism. So that's all. Near future, though, I don't think it will span for too long. Don't cry. Okay, so next in the queue we have Love, Lemon, Pirazia, and Yui. So this is Love's question. Love is asking, what are the intentions as to why my boss gave me another t-shirt? Is this the horse related thing? I ended my internship yesterday and I was given freebies after my exit interview. Okay, the manager informed me hours after that upon the boss's request. He wanted to give me another t-shirt, and only to me. Initially it's just one t-shirt. Yes, the t-shirt. Okay, it is a horse. I was wondering where the horse came into play. Okay, so this is why you're the centaur. Let's see. Oops. What is this? This is so funny to me. We have 2 horses. Okay. I'm seeing that this was a juxtaposition to how he actually feels about you. So he gave you that shirt in hopes that, with the intention that it wouldn't be obvious as to how he felt towards you, but instead it turned out to be obvious. Does that make sense? It's similar to how when boys have their first crush and they're mean to their girlfriend, they're mean to their crush because it's some kind of barrier mechanism that they have, then that, you know, they don't really know how to manage their feelings. So it's kind of the same way, except it's a grown man. It felt like this seems like a juxtaposition to me. So I'm seeing, and I believe that I have pulled Five of Wands with him before. There's a lot, there are at least evident themes of, what's the word I'm looking for? Being at conflict with himself and fighting off his own emotions. So it's somewhat like that. He's not bullying you and he's not being mean to you, but he's doing it in a different he's doing it in a different way. He's saying like, okay, I'll just do this in hopes that I just come off as friendly. But instead, it's made his feelings more obvious. I love that the horses came out though. Well, it is Year of the Horse. And gas prices are expensive, so now people want to buy horses. At least that's what the memes say. I don't know if people are actually going to do that. Also, it's expensive to maintain a horse, so... Oh, you're the fire horse. Oh, that's so cute. I've been seeing these funny reels of people eating horse treats. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why people would do that, because, like, firstly, it's too large, I think, to consume, but at the same time, you know, you could just buy human snacks. I don't know why you need to buy horse snacks. Okay, next is Lemon. Lemon says, I had a dream before and it seems livid. Is livid or vivid? Is it another predictive dream? Livid, like were you aggravated in your dream, or do you mean like vivid as it was clear? And I feel like he wanted me to go back to the office to get the t-shirt anyway. So why not? It felt as though he was just a little boy trying to hide his feelings. Which, understandably so, considering that he's with somebody, right? So he didn't want to... I've said that, right, in the previous streams. He didn't want to engender any drama. I was sitting alone at my school cafeteria and a girl approached me and talked to me. Okay. Any deck, by the way? Sorry, did you mention? Yeah, he is suppressing. Okay, let's see. We could use another deck. Actually, this one might be apt for it. Oh, Aaron. Okay. Wait. Is anyone keen on taking masters? Anyone who's like in college right now, or actually even out of college and maybe who have graduated? No? Oops. As long as it's a Jin. No masters? No one's keen? No one wants to take masters? I'm actually curious on taking masters, to be honest. But we'll see. Okay. I'll confess something. I really like to do research. Is it funny that I'm looking forward to thesis? I like to do research. I like to study articles and I like to read other people's research. It's fun. It's a route I'm actually considering if I could take, like, I don't even know if I would take a master's in creative writing, maybe more so literature, because I actually like to do the research. But I would obviously, I can't do it without somebody supervising me or without a mentor, right? So I would need that because it wouldn't pan out too well. Oh, Yalperin, you too. Okay, I'm not alone. This is why I'm an elf. Actually, that would be more of an Alkin trait, but you know, I hate thesis. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I would change my mind, but I don't know. I've done research papers, you know, a lot so far in my course, and I actually enjoyed it. It brings me to a flow state. Do everything way ahead of time. That's what I've been doing actually, and I think that saved me from so much. Because sorry, before I get to your reading, Yalfrin, we are doing a mythology research paper as well, and I don't know, perhaps because of like the previous classes I've taken, I've always found that doing things earlier makes me thankful in the long run. So now, because I had my consultation really early, I only have to make a couple edits before passing my midterm, so I'm just very I'm happy about that. Hi, Schwappy! Oh my gosh. Am I an owlkin? Anyway, let me look. This was about a... What's this? Somebody was in your classroom, or somebody approached you in a classroom? Sorry, I'm just back reading. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't think so. I think that this might be a projection of happenings of loneliness that perhaps you haven't fully acknowledged up to this point. I think that there were a lot of points in your life, or there were junctures in your life where you felt lonely, and maybe that like you needed somebody to approach you, and you needed somebody to form a thoughtful, meaningful relationship with you. And it doesn't have to be a romantic one. This could have also been platonic. But, you know, perhaps you feel as though that connection was never fully satisfied. So it's being imprinted in a way on your dream. So it's like a type of projection from some kind of loneliness and overthinking that you might have gone through. Oh yes, join the Discord. We just made it, or I just announced it today. But I hope you're okay, Lemon. You'll find that, I don't know, this funnily it doesn't feel, funnily this doesn't feel romantic. It feels like you just wanted to have a friend, or somebody who fulfills you emotionally in a connection. I get how you feel. Has anyone gone through a friendship breakup before? It also hurts, you know. Okay, who's next? Next is Pizza. Will I get into college? Is that what it says? Will I get into college, and will this get me closer to the cancer guy? He has a cancer. What do you guys feel about cancers? I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people, I've never been with a cancer, but I know people who have. And granted, they are like fire signs, so maybe that already Maybe that already caused the slightly more automatic incompatibility, but a lot of people are saying like Cancer men are a big no-no. Hello Hank, welcome. Been into a Cancer one time. How was it? How was that whole thing? Most of my friends are yeah, they're mostly Libras or other earth signs. So I don't know, I can't speak much on Cancer. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I told you guys already. I always attract Aries specifically for some reason. It's in my life path. I don't know what my numerology is. If it's something about attracting fire signs or attracting Aries specifically. Cancer guy is a no-no. Coming from a Cancer girly. Okay. Interesting. Well, as a Virgo, I also hear a lot of bad about Virgo men. So, because I believe that they tend to be quite controlling, and you know, oh my gosh, am I projecting? Or they're so succumbed into their own world that it causes a lot of rift and miscommunication. So, okay, so sorry, let me answer Atsuya's question. Will she get into college and get closer to the Cancer guy? Okay. You know what? I think that you can very much get into college. However, you are your own worst enemy. When it comes to, I know that you're a Libra, so there's a lot of, there's a lot of mental, battles, internal battles, as well as weighing out a lot of options, right? Because you want to find the one that's the fairest for you. And I think that you can very much get into college, but it's just a matter of, you know, are you going to stop yourself from doing this or not? So that's the answer to that. As for the Cancer guy, it's kind of the same answer. I don't know if you necessarily need to go into college to be closer to him. I think that you could still do so online or do it in means outside of college, but that's just what I'm seeing here. It doesn't have to necessarily be your main force. However, you can get into it if you can build the confidence, or if you have the confidence for it, sorry. So that's all. It's within your capability. For me, it's Leos. Leos I got experiences with. You don't like Leos? May I ask what your sign is? What's reverse cheated? What does it mean when someone reverse cheats? Okay, this is for Yui. Oh, you love Leo. Sorry. Oh, that gorgeous ice skater is a Leo. Alyssa Leo? Is that how to pronounce her last name? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is Neo Senpai okay? I forgot we were always having Jin. He used his entire body to shield me the other day, and I heard he broke 5 ribs. I hope not. I hope he did not break 5 ribs. That's insane. I love her too. Oh my gosh, she has such a magnetic disposition. I mean, she is a Leo, right? So they have a very magnetic like personality, and people are like naturally drawn to them. It also depends on where the planets are placed in their chart, but yeah, she hosted, or she didn't host, she announced like the winner of iHeartRadio. Was it that one? There was a new radio, or sorry, a new award show that happened. I know what Neo Senpai is. Stark from Free Ren. You know what? You're right. I imagine Neo Senpai as like a he would be like a character in, I don't know, a Mystic Messenger type of game. He'd just be one of those characters. Very good looking and talented, gets all the girls. So let's see. Let me just glance at your question again. Okay. What did he shield you from? What happened? I can't believe I overlooked that. I was like, yeah, okay, casually shielded you. I think he's alright. If we're pulling the Six of Wands, I think that he's quite prideful as well. Okay. Why do I see that he's looking for another fight? Okay, Yui, I'll tell you this. I think he's alright. He's fine. However, there's still like this deep-seated fervor that he has inside and he wants to fight someone else. So, there is that. I don't think he should fight someone, but that's what he wants to do. That's why I saw him doing push-ups. He got a thrill out of it. So now he wants to fight more. You guys have people liking you. He is alone. You get your person. I mean, Yui has a boyfriend. And some of you guys are in situations. Sorry, Hank said, basically the Cancer let me in because she was in a fight with her boyfriend. She ghosted on me when we had plans, was secretly hanging out with him, and talked about me behind my back. And that's when I found out, oh my gosh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. It's, you know what? That story reminds me of a music video that I saw before. I don't remember which one. I'm trying to remember. Was it Taylor Swift? Anyways, I'm sorry that you went through that. I mean, at the same time, it wasn't your fault, right? It was that that person sounds like they were being the ones... They were the ones meddling and being toxic. Humiliation. Okay, we learn new words every day. Alright, next up we have Yalferin. Okay, Aaron. Is it likely for my specific person to leave me after I talk to them in person? Oh, is it just like an online connection? Right, yeah, I got that. That you were being a backup, but that's still sad. I mean, it's unfortunate, so I'm sorry to hear that. There are some people, I think, who just like to, I don't know, who are just being toxic and they like to meddle. Or sometimes they don't know what else to do when they're caught, when they're snagged like that in that kind of situation. So they don't handle it in the most poised manner, right? Or in the most mature manner. We meet up, okay, online, but we meet up from time to time. Oh, how do you guys think of my press-ons? They're like strawberry themed. I kind of like them because they're not so long, so I could still type on my keyboard. Okay, sorry, I'm just reviewing your question. I think you already know my answer. I think temporarily. I don't know if they will make a... I don't think they will make an anchored decision that that they will leave you permanently, but I think that they will feel a rift and they'll feel a conflict, so they're going to keep their distance for a while. I see them, and this seems to be the way they handle conflict in general, in that they sort of barricade themselves. So I see that happening like temporarily. However, it's something that can be mended, and I think that there is still potential for you two to carry the relationship forward, but it will cause a temporary halt. Yes. he will need time for himself, and I see in my mind's eye there's somebody who's like sitting in a corner, and then it's like that oh, Sander, thank you for following. It's who's seen Oran High School Host Club? Do you know that episode when Tamaki was in the corner And then he had mushrooms growing on his back and he was just like sulking to himself. That's what I see. So it's something like that. But it won't last forever, you know. Yeah, see? That's why I still saw that the overarching theme is that he's still gonna come back and you guys will upkeep the dynamic still. Okay, next up is Love, the Centaur. If I reapply to the company I interned in, will I get accepted in Fast? Oh, I think you will, but we'll see. That's just my personal opinion, so let's just see what the cards have to say. Till this day, this is my #1 emote. I love that one. I think that's my favorite. I like the mustache. Oh, I'm so sorry, Hank. Your message got redacted because you said the word creep. So sorry, that's just the auto mod, so it's like quite sensitive. Yui, would you happen to know how to allow his message to go through? I personally don't know how to do that. Sorry about that. Mustache. Since my company is highly open to new hires, especially if you enter there first, because trust is established, I feel like I've gained a good report from my boss that I wonder if I'll have an easier time in getting back to the company as an employee. He'll be the one to interview me too, so there's that. Okay, interesting. I also want money, but I'm weighing my decision. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it can't judge context. Well, do I need to pull any other cards? It feels like a very strong yes. Let me pull some more though, just in case. It feels like a strong yes. Yeah, so, okay, a little added context. This is your boss, so for sure, it's a strong yes. This is like 95% chance of yes. The 5% is if, I don't know, their building explodes or something. But I'm seeing that they already like you, and they see that you fit well with the work atmosphere there. I will say that when it comes to money and financial gain, I think it will be a much slower progress than it usually is, especially because of what's going on in the economy, right? So that's not really your fault, but I do see instances where they will want to give you a raise, but they won't really be able to. So that's just one thing. And well, this is this is an unearthing of like deception. So this is like pertaining to your boss and like some of the other people. I think that there's still some leftovers or some remnants of their thoughts and their intentions that are still going to spill over if you join again. So it'll make good tea, and that's that's all. Am I in the queue? Let me double check. Wait. Yes, you are. You're actually after Love. So yeah, Love will have more tea. More tea for us. Interesting. You're going to be relied on more. I think I've had that message come up a couple times. It's come up continually. So prepare. Okay, so let me see. My parents tell me I should rest, but I want to work. Well, we all have to support ourselves in whatever way we can, right? Dude better give me a raise when I work hard. They should. They definitely should. And I think they will want to. But we'll see. Okay, next is pizza. Next is gin. I ordered a subliminal from my fave sub maker. How effective will it be for me? That's cool. Oh, do you listen to the one with like rain, things like that? Here's another confession I have. I like ASMR. I don't know if that's even that bad. I mean, it's very popular, but I like listening to ASMR. Mostly the keyboard ones though. I like listening to. I don't like the eating ones. They make me feel a bit weird. But that's just me. I don't see the automated message. Okay. I'll try to figure out how to maneuver around that. I hate ASMR. That's why it's my confession. I know it pisses people off, like the sound of the the crisp sounds. That's the point of ASMR, right? But I don't know, I like it. I like it with certain things though, only certain types of videos. If it's like a keyboard clacking, or like those wooden bowls, like the mortar and pestles. I don't know. It's like those ones that I like to listen to. The mouth sounds. Yeah. That's true. My siblings don't like it. They get they end up cringing. I think because, not because they hate the sound, but they find it too what's the word I'm looking for? Intruding, I guess, like on their ears. Like it's too much. What I hate, okay, I don't like eating that. I don't like watching the eating ones personally. Maybe I would if it's just the food was consumed in a normal, reasonable amount, but people, the gluttony gets all of the views and the clicks, right? So, okay, sorry, this is for Pure Asia. Sorry for my little chat. The avocado. You know what we're talking about. Him and there's some other ones that I didn't really like. This is for Pure Asia, so I think it will work. I think that there will be some changes. However, it's not going to transform your overall life, right? I think that it will make small changes. Small but still noticeable changes, and that your purchase was still worth making. And it will come quickly, from what I'm seeing. But it's not something that can really be depended on. It's nice to just listen to it passively. And I'm also seeing an element of detachment. I think like detaching from the outcome will amplify the effects more. I know that it sounds like a juxtaposition, but I think that it'll help. It'll help the energies flow better. So that's for Asia. I think it'll work. Who is next? Next is Lemon. Why am I so lonely in school? Aw. You like Erin, right? So we'll use hers. I just had popcorn a while ago. Funnily enough. Oh, there's another ice skater that I've been watching, and her name is Amber Glenn. She's also gorgeous, and she's so talented at what she does. And I don't know, I love watching her performances as well. I think that she and Alyssa are both like Team USA, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I've been enjoying watching all of these ice skaters. For some reason, there's something so magnetic and mystical about their sport. Okay, let me double check your question. Why am I lonely in school? Okay. Sorry to reiterate that. I think that you're very different, Lemon, in how you approach life and how you view life in general. I think that your goals from a lot of people are different, and your degree of success contrasts what school typically tries to instill in their students. So I kind of see you wanting to be more, to go against the grain a bit, even to be not nomadic, but I feel a nomadic impression. It doesn't mean you will be a nomad, but I do feel that you will be more adventurous and you want to be different, but you feel like you can't. And I think that tension kind of manifests in you feeling different from everybody else and not really being able to mesh well with all of the other students, because to them, you know, success is just get good grades, do well in this project, etc. But for you, I think it's something more like you kind of have a grander scope of life and how you want to traverse through it. So that's kind of where I could feel the loneliness. That's all. I hope that was able to help. School is unfortunately a place where a lot of people who don't want to be there are forced to be there together. It creates toxic dynamics, basically, by default. Yeah, well, anywhere, I guess anywhere you go, you know, there's always going to be there are always going to be arguments, and you won't get along with everybody. So that's the unfortunate truth about the world. No worries. Queue is long. Am I in the queue? Actually, yes, you're next. So, you is asking, I got a date with Akira next Monday. We decided game. What coop game should we play? What's a coop game? I'm thinking of like a chicken coop, but I don't think that's what it is. There's a game I saw. There's an ant. There's a game I saw and it's called like Coconut Simulator. Oh, coop game. Oh, my bad. Like the only games I ever play are RPGs, so. What games do you have in mind? Because I don't really play many co-op games. Yeah, exactly what Albert said. Unfortunately, we can't escape that, right? Uma Musume. I don't think that's not a co-op though. I was thinking of that. Oh, because we get free pulls like every day. We get one free pull. There's Genshin, Wuwa. Okay, just those two? I don't know what else is there. I can't believe I said coop games. What else does Yui play? Wasn't there like Minesweeper or something? Or was I thinking of something else? What? Okay, Thunder Warframe, The Division. Okay, let's see. Jeez. Okay, Yui. I can't tell you what game exactly you need to play because I don't know the names of all of the co-op games. But they are suggesting that you play something very competitive and something that has like a high reward at the end if you do win. I don't know why, but maybe it will feel more satisfying, more uplifting for you if you do win. However, if you lose, then obviously you're going to fall on the very opposite spectrum. So, I don't know. I'm sure there's a thrill in that though. So, pick something, I think, where you feel as though many intense emotions will be evoked while playing and a very competitive side of you will come out. So I don't know, does anyone know a game that's like that? Something that makes even the most meek people very competitive. Maybe you could opt for something like that. Alright, who's next? Shuapi. Any deck, what energies can I expect in the upcoming week? Let's do Dolores. This has been my favorite deck to use lately. I feel like I had an instant familiarity with it once I interviewed it and shuffled it and all of that. For some reason, I see more vivid visions, I think, when I use this deck. I don't know why. Yes, this is the new Dolores. I mean, I still have the old one, but we could name her something else. Let me just review this. Okay. Six of Swords again. What's going on, guys? Okay, this week. So, I've been getting this kind of theme with clients lately. Sorry about the silence, by the way. um, I've been getting this theme where I think people nowadays are coming to a point where they are re-examining how and where they are going to manage and save their money. So I think that for the next week, you're sort of going to be deciphering that, like, how you are going to manage your finances, and because of the current climate that's going on, how are you going to build the security for yourself? So that kind of seems to be like a stress here. Not stress in the way that's aggravating, but stress in a way that is emphasized. So I kind of see that happening within this week. I also see you kind of trying to turn off the noise once in a while, just so that you can have that sense of quietude and rest in order for you to bring forth the productivity that's needed, to progress further in life. But yes, I see you sort of coming back to a place where you will be doing your tasks as usual. You'll be trying to carry things out efficiently. You might even be trying to help other people do that. But you will be you'll have to force yourself to be in a more rational place, just to move forward in life and to get by, and so you don't feel stagnant considering like the whole climate of everything that's going on. So that's all. I just see in my mind's eye somebody like turning off a TV and they're like, okay, back to business, back to work, something like that. I will just take a short pause, guys. I will just drink some water and I'll be right back. By the way, the next person is Yalfarin. Okay, hello. Sorry, my nail fell off. So I had to glue it on again. Okay, next is Yalfarin. Jin, what does my future career look like? Oops. Yeah, it was this one. That was happening to me in Japan. But luckily I brought glue. I'm seeing that you're going to go through a juncture of experimenting with more short-term careers, mainly because there's a mix of uncertainty, and just wanting to simply dip your toes into different avenues just to see what sticks. Um, but that I don't think that's not going to be how you'll handle work in the long run, but you will go through that type of juncture. These type of work, like all of the type of jobs that you'll get into, I don't feel that they are the boring 9 to 5 office jobs. They are going to be more flexible, and they will be in territories that will permit more creativity and more ardency from your end. So for the most part, the types of jobs that you'll be inclined to and the ones you'll get into are going to be more aligned with what you're already interested in, like automatically. Um, so there's that. It's just there's going to be just some short-term experimentations before you get to the long-term one. I do see possible, like, I see possibilities with something like freelancing. If it's not freelancing, it might be more of just you being the boss of something, being the boss of your own time and managing your own gig. So this also could be you being a small business owner. Again, it could be freelancing or opening a small business with somebody, but I don't really see you being, somebody who clocks in an office, clock in and out and leave. But it feels a bit more independent. But it's going to come through just a period of some trials first. But that's it. It feels more creativity leaning. That's all. Really? Happy to hear that. Lots of creatives in the chats. I mean, it makes sense, since I guess Twitch, or I mean Twitch in general, it's a very creative space. So next is pizza. How did Gecko feel when he? Did you guys feel that like very brief halt that I had? How did Gecko feel when he read my long confession message? I was so worried that he was like here and he would listen. Oh my gosh, you're offered a freelance job. Congrats. Seems like you'll be going more on that route. And the thing is, even if you get a traditional job, I still kind of see you doing something flexible, but I don't know, it's more unlikely. I see more something very creative with you. The tea. Would you like to share the tea with them? The tea is here. Hi, Danielle. Thank you for following. You know what's very funny and ironic to me is that I feel as though your confession made him both insecure and confident, but in different aspects. I feel that maybe it is also because of the nature of how you delivered your message, but there's some kind of melancholy that washed over him when he read your message. So I think that's kind of where the insecure impressions are coming up from what I'm seeing here. But at the same time, I think that you're slightly in his radar now, and that he's also confident because, oh, there's somebody who likes me. Because I think that before he didn't really know that, or perhaps he didn't think you were serious about it, but now it's, you know, even though there is this weight of despondency that he felt that while reading your letter, you know, at the same time he's like, oh my gosh, somebody likes me. So there's that. It's that mix. It's a little bit more nuanced, right, with how he feels. So that's what I'm seeing here. I think that he's very much still contemplating about it. He wants to have the right words to say to you and wants to do so in a way that is, or he wants to respond in a way that's honest. That's honest and not just kind, but, you know, that's true to how he feels. So that's it. That's all that I see. Yeah. I think at first he didn't, I guess in previous hints that you gave him before this long message, I think that he didn't believe you. So that's why he's like, oh, there's someone who likes me. But at the same time, this makes me feel, you know, quite sad in how it was conveyed. So, yeah. Is that true? Is that a man thing? Next is love. Yui, is it my turn yet? You're not here. I don't see you in the queue. The last question you asked was what co-op game you should play. And then I answered you should play something that's very competitive and evokes a sense of, I don't know, heavy competition. Yeah. That was the last one you sent from what I'm seeing. Jin. I don't think I've asked this question yet. What type of attraction does my boss have for me? You know, that's a good question. Because I'll tell you one thing. It didn't feel like a polarizing type of attraction. I think it was like more, there were more subtleties to it. Oh, you know why, Yui? Because there's a comma after the command. So after you type the command, make sure there's like nothing connected to it. Sorry about that. I think that's a technical thing. Hi, Sue5. Yes, we're having a tarot session now. Everyone is asking their questions in the queue. Lemon. Yes, Lemon, you are after love. Okay, Yui, you're here now. It's alright, Yui. It's just a technical thing. Oh my gosh, I already know. Anyway, let's flip for two more. What is it with this avoidant man? Twitch is a bully. I know, Twitch has been bullying Yui. Sue5, so for the queue you actually have to type the command, so !join, and then you type your question after, and it'll show up in my Streamlabs queue. But to join the queue, you'd have to be, you just have to subscribe to tier 1, and you can join the queue as many times as you'd like and ask your questions here. So, and I'll answer them in real time. You don't want. Okay, so this is just my interpretation. For sure there is physical attraction that he has towards you. There's also a very strong admiration for your work ethic, your creativity, your hard work. I already said that. And your passion, you know, for the things that you do. There's like this fire, right, that he feels. How do I put this? It's an attraction that he feels kind of guilty about having. And I've said this before. He did check on me one time. Yeah, it feels physical, but it's not purely carnal, because I think that there is depth in the way that he's also attracted to your creativity and things of that nature. But again, he feels, I think this is where the layers come in, he just feels guilty about it. And he tries to kind of block himself from feeling that way about you. So it comes to life in just small nudges and in small gestures, right? Like from what we talked about here in chat before. But yeah, if the circumstances were much more different, then I think for sure he would court you. I'm kind of seeing that here. Like if he didn't have a girlfriend, if maybe he wasn't your boss and you guys met under different circumstances, I do definitely see him flirting with you more and being more concrete and upfront about his actions. He's definitely blocking it, I will tell you that. Interesting with your boss. Alright, next is Lemon. How should I teach or recognize or sharpen my predictive dreams so I can know how to differentiate dreams and prediction ones? I'll try to help with that, because my dreams are just absolute Lucky Charm cereal. Just nothing. It's a whole lot of nothing. Just nonsensical dreams about cats and the Bee Movie and things like that. And Karl Marx. Or are my dreams just political? Why am I having the political dreams? They need to give those to the people who actually work in that. Unless I will be working with politicians. But I kind of don't want to. I'm a bit... I don't know. Nahadloko, guys. I'm scared. Let's see. How can you recognize them? Keep a journal. I just had that message come through. Keep a journal, and I think that you would need to implement more structure and like seriousness onto this, like onto your, I don't know, categorizing your dreams per se, because like right now I think that it's just like a bit scattered, right? So you have your dream and you kind of just think about it for a couple days, or there's like certain dreams that are kind of pocketed in your memory, but I think that there is a need for you to actually like get a journal and bring it out into the concrete, into the real world. So actually write down what happened in your dream, put all of the details as much as you can, you know, and then try to notice if there is like a certain pattern. Because as of now, the way that I think you're handling dreams, or the dreams that you have, is a little more murky. So there will need to be a change of habit in this whole situation. That's kind of it. You have to journal it, notice the patterns, even notice the people that show up, how they act towards you, the colors, the voices. This made me sound like a schizophrenic, but that's not what I mean at all. So yeah, just try to recall as much as you can, and write like immediately. I know it's that's a bit difficult to do, but I think that at some point, if you do it in a routined way, then you're going to start to notice certain archetypes, like certain patterns that will peek through, rather than it all being muddled in like one big ocean. So yeah. Oh, you know what? I think a physical one might be more helpful. I don't know. I think that there's just something about it, maybe even energetically, that would help if you wrote it down physically. But, it's totally up to you. That's just the suggestion that I was seeing. Alright, next is pizza. My artist friend wants to do a business with me. Oh, how will this go? Has anyone ever started a business with their friend? All right. I think that you guys have the drive for it. I think you have the gumption and the creative ideas for it, but they're not cemented. So you would need to. It's kind of similar to the advice that I gave a while ago to Lemon. So there needs to be more structure in how you are going to initiate the business, especially like with its first steps. Or what you can do is have the end goal and then try to work backwards right from there. So I'm seeing here like possible inconsistency, and kind of not following through with each other. So I would kind of advise for both a lot of communication, patience, and pragmatism when it comes to starting and upkeeping the business. So that's all. It's just a need for like more attention to detail, and also allowing yourselves to be like realistic, especially in the beginning stages. Permit for growth, some room for error, and slow and steady wins the race. It's that type of thing. Also, there will be some investments that you will have to make financially for the both of you. So you need to really keep everything in an Excel or in some kind of document where everything can be organized. So write down like all of the expenses you're going to make or whatnot, how much money you made, and or how much money you earned and spent, things of that nature. All of the technicals. Yeah, it's no worries. I mean, you have yet to see it come to fruition. So just a planning stage. Okay, next is Yalfarin. Jin, should I take the job as a general researcher for a team? Dang, I want to do that. Okay, maybe I do want a research job. I was like, oh, I'm jealous. But I mean, I think that would just mean that I would be I think in my field, that would just warrant, like, that would, how do you call this? Pave a path as a professor, right? Because I don't know if in my field people just do pure research. Because all of the researchers I know are also professors, so. Okay, maybe I want to. Okay, this is for Yalfrin. This is what'll happen if you take the job as a researcher. You know, I think financially, I think that this can bring you comfort and this can bring you security. But the job, what the job entails, it is going to be quite taxing. And you're not really going to see eye to eye with everybody especially in the beginning. So, but I do think that this is like setting other people aside individually. I do think that this is in your element and this is something in your zone and you will feel like comfortable in it. Not in a bad way, but not comfortable in a sense where you're a recluse or anything, but it's more so that it resonates with you and it's something that you will do well in, right? It's like with the responsibilities, but just be mindful that they are going to put a lot on your plate and you won't necessarily get along with everyone involved in this workplace right away. There's going to be some disarray between you and the people that you are working with. So Sophie-san gets a research job, but it's a detective job. Oh my gosh. You know what? If I were to work as a detective, I feel like I would use tarot and astrology to help me out. Okay, next is Yui. So I told Akira about my condition after what happened last week. Will that have a big effect on our relationship? Ask Jin especially who killed who. Oh my god. Aw, I don't think so. I don't think it's changed anything. I do think that he will be more adamant about spending more time with you. And he will be, in a way, how do I put this? Like he'll be more pushy, I think, with, you know, going on dates, spending time with you, because I think that he'll want to do that like as much as possible. But in the way that he views you, I don't think anything has changed. I think that he's, you know, he doesn't view you negatively or anything of that sort. I think he still very much loves you for, you know, just with how everything has been going. So I think you're okay. There's just more there's a more of a need for control on his end, because now he's like, oh, I need to spend like lots of time with her. Yeah, very sweet. Next is Lemon. What future in the Philippine Air Force compared to the Army, Marines, and Navy, Coast Guard? The Air Force. I wonder what that's like. I think that it'll keep you really busy from what I'm seeing here. I can't really make a comparison with all of the other options that you gave me. But just in just concerning that one route, if you join the Air Force, I do see you becoming very busy. There you are going to find yourself managing more than you expected. However, I don't think it's going to be in an unhealthy way. It's just you'll just find yourself being more preoccupied, more productive, finding yourself in more leadership roles. I do think though that I don't know if you will stay in it long term. I think that there's a part of you, like at some point, that's going to feel that is this like really what I want? Is this really what I wanted to do? So there's going to be fickleness, I think, in regards to that. There will be also like some unwillingness in the beginning to try out for the Air Force, but I think that it will also have its own benefits on your character and your work life in general. Yeah, this one, it also might not be perfect. It might not be the ideal that you have for yourself, but it does have its valuable lessons and could help cultivate certain parts of your character down the line. Alright, next is Hit 'em Up. Just a general see what's going on reading, if possible. Alrighty. Oops. Okay, sorry. I messed that up. I'm joining it so I can be trained when a certain war starts. Be careful, please. Knight of Swords. We have lots of horses with our readings. Lots of knights. Whoa, the lovers. I think this is the first time I've had the lovers show up in this deck. Well, I'm seeing here for Hit 'em Up. I actually can't really tell if this is current or if this will happen in the near future. But you are attracting some kind of relationship. It's a romantic one, and this relationship is sort of a channel to heal and to revive yourself from some kind of loss, some kind of past hurt that you went through. However, I don't really think you're going to be diving into this relationship with emotional sensitivity and with a immediate attachment. I kind of see you being a little bit more detached in the beginning. I think that I'm kind of seeing more of like this banter going on. I think that you'll initially just, you know, be in, or you'll partake in this connection just to kind of have fun, to banter, to tease this person. But you will not really be diving into it full force yet. So I don't really know when this will be, but it's probably in the near future, or at least within the year. So that's all. That's what I'm seeing. What's with the Knight of Swords? Why are there so many Knight of Swords and horses over here? I'm trying to see what else I can pick up on. Yeah, that's kind of all. I also think that this person, I mean, you'll find that this person is more compatible with you than you thought. And it's not something that you might have expected in the beginning. Hope that helped. Next is love. In another timeline, would me and my boss actually be together if circumstances aligned? Honestly, I think you would, but let's see. No problem, Hit 'em Up. Oh, hydrate. I do need to hydrate. I'll be right back before I get to Love's reading. Okay, I'm back. This is Jin. Free wedding food? Connected to what you said from the previous read, but I related this to an alternate timeline. I feel like if I were on this same level as my boss, whether also a boss or I'm a respectable position at a different company and both are single, I'm wondering if things would unfold differently. That would make sense, yeah. Let me double check. Yes, you are here. You're the third. You're after Yalfarin. That's for Yui. Yeah, I think so. I think so. If you were in the same company, obviously it would be easier. Although I don't know if you would necessarily have to be a boss. I don't know if you'd need to be in the same position as them if you were in like a different company. You know, if you worked like elsewhere. I don't think you'd necessarily have to be with them because there would kind of be that automatic pull already. But yeah, if you are... Yeah, so... I guess just available. Sorry, I was reading the chat. Yeah, as long as I think... yeah, if you guys were both single... if you actually... And on the contrary, if you were also a boss, I feel as though you guys would have less time for each other. Because then you would kind of have more to do. And so would he. But you would still be attracted to each other. So, I don't know if the position is really like the paramount factor. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, right? Especially with the Two of Pentacles. So, pretty much. There would. Yeah, it's just not the most important thing. I think it's the thing that he is most attracted to is just your work ethic and your drive, things like that. It would still be there, especially because we saw the High Priestess. This is for Atsia. Anything brewing up in my love life? I know. It's stressful because it's not, you don't just clock in, right? Clock in, clock out. You kind of work 24/7 if that's the case, because you're responsible for kind of keeping business up and making sure that the company makes enough money, right, to pay all of the employees. Yeah, I knew about like somebody who owned a food business, food importing, and apparently they worked like 24/7 because they were the owner of the company. So very stressful. Like they get most of the money, but it's also very stressful. Yes, definitely. My gosh. If this wasn't more of an assurance, then I don't know what is. So this is for Azia. Yes, something is definitely going to happen with your love life. That will be obviously, you're going to turn over a new leaf, kind of a new chapter. There's going to be a new connection that will brew in your life. And I think that the outcome of this will be better than what you've gone through before. So it's something new, something I think more refreshing and unfamiliar to you. Good luck. Have fun. Next is Yalfurin. Oh my gosh, basil. We never used basil yet. Is there anyone that will cause my bad karma if I leave my specific person? Actually, after Yalfurin is Yui and then Lemon. I think I should set up a command. I don't know if that's possible, but I should set up a command that shows you guys the queue. I'll see how to do that on Streamlabs. He is a minty. Yeah, it's funny though, it doesn't show up. Okay. I think that there might be someone. There's potentially someone who'll try to pull the ropes, pull the strings. Is that the saying? But ultimately, the bad karma might come from a congregation of your paranoia and your negative thinking. If you do leave this person. So I do see somebody trying to pull strings, but I don't think that they will necessarily be the cause of it. It might actually just be yourself. Does that make sense? So it's kind of, I guess it's sort of a case of you causing your own mishap, or the unfortunate events sort of just bouncing back at you because that's what you're projecting. So something like that. But I also think it's something that's avoidable, so good luck. Ganbatte. Alright, next is Yui. Will I get a tank for my next birthday? A tank? Like for your games? Or like an army tank? Whoops. A literal tank? Is it for the army? A tank? We're so confused. She's waging war. Can we just fight Trump? I don't know. It's leaning to no. That's sort of it. I think that when you'll try to ask for it, it might be ignored. I don't know. I don't know who you're asking for the tank, but I see them just brushing you off, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I don't know who's providing the tank. Maybe you could ask for something else. Okay, Lemon. Lemon is asking. Lemon, I gotta ask, do you like, are you partial to, like, sour desserts? Because I've sort of grown partial to them. Like, I like lemon ice cream or, like, lemon cheesecake. You know, things like that. Oh, okay, just a bit. I mean, it's not my, you know, absolute favorite, but I like the taste. Why can't I have a tank? I mean, isn't it a bit, you know, there's other lovely things you can ask for. Okay, anyway. Will my eyesight block me from joining the Philippine Air Force? That's a good question. Because I think, is it mandatory to have 20/20 vision? Anti-tank rifle. Oh, we'll see. Okay. Okay. Looks like I cannot join the Air Force. I am so blind. I have like the worst astigmatism. Actually, like what you said, Lemon, I think it could be fixed. It could hinder a bit, but it won't block the path completely. So as long as you can get, like, is it LASIK? You have to take care of yourself physically. So there's a physical procedure you'd have to do. I think as long as you get that, you should be able to get in. Bobshki, I'm also bewildered. I've never heard of anyone who wants a tank. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, Asia's changing her question too. Is the person I'm having a new beginning with Maximo, Cancer guy, or another person? Maximo. It sounds like a very majestic name. Can I ask what Maximo's sign is? Because what I'm seeing, I think it's the Cancer guy. I'm seeing a lot of water. Yui, I will blow up. What? Oh my gosh, interesting. Okay. Huh. Because there's also air. It's actually both are possible with Maximo and Cancer guy. However, I'm seeing it more of like 60% Cancer guy, 40% Maximo. So I think it's more likely it's the Cancer guy. But neither of them are like totally off the table, you know? I don't know if it's a new person. It's less likely, but for me, I think it's more of the Cancer guy. What about a fish tank and put lemons in it? Why? Why does everyone want tanks? Maxwell's in love with me, bro. Even my aunt's getting that with Solitaire. He is, but he is concurrently like quite restless and erratic from what I'm seeing. So I don't know if that's if that's something that if someone you want to be with, but if it is, then it's, you know, it's also up to you. Air versus water. I honestly, I'm gonna be really so for real with you guys. I wish I had more fire in my chart because I have like a lot of earth, and I don't know what to do with all of it. I feel like when you have more fire in your chart, you have a lot of energy, and with me, I'm kind of more. I'm very reserved and hesitant, and I like to play things safe. So that's just my whole earth thing. Oh my god, what happened? But yeah, I hope that helped, by the way, Azia. They're really not... I could definitely see both of them in your radar. What's deceptive about my boss and some of the other people you mentioned? Oh, right, I have to hydrate. Okay, after this question. Okay, I see it now. It comes differently, or it's expressed differently for both of them. To put it simply, the deception is sort of coming from a place of regardless of what actions they do, whether it's ethical or not, they're always going to come back to their comfort and their family. So what do I mean by that? I mean that, for example, even if your boss likes you and even has wandering eyes and shows gestures that he does like you, he's always going to, like, he'll still continue showing those small, like, nudges even though it's wrong, but he will never, like, leave his partner, or, like, I don't know if he has a family, but he'll never leave his partner or whatever, like, he's secured to. Like, he'll still keep that there, but at the same time he'll still, like, look at you or look at other people, you know what I mean? And then when it comes to, like, your coworkers, they will do whatever they can to get to the top, and they will even strive out of their comfort zones to do so, even if that means, you know, stepping on other people. But their reason will be, oh, I'm doing this for my family. So just think of it as, like, them always, like, coming back to family, coming back to comfort, something like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's very Filipino. It's a very Asian thing to do. It's as if, like, people excuse their toxicity and just come back to family. That's the deception, I think, that I see from them. Next is Yalfarin. Okay, guys, if you guys still have questions, I would advise to queue yourselves now because my phone is running out of battery. So I may have to end the stream after this. I think Japan has type 10 main battle tank. Oh, Japan has type 10 main battle tank. Easy to use. Why are we still talking about tanks? Who wants the tank? Will guys fight for me? Has anyone been in that situation where they were caught in a triangle? I want a tank. I don't know if I should be concerned. Alright, does anyone have any questions? Any lingering questions? Oh, wait, weird. Asia, how come your question didn't push through? That's strange. It didn't add in the... Sorry, could you try typing it again? It didn't add to the queue for some reason. Oh, that's why. Okay. May I ask Yui to pin Asia's question? Okay, so I'll just go to the next person. Actually, next is Yui. But yeah, Yui, sorry, could I ask if you could pin Asia's question? Cause I think she's still here in the queue. I might forget. I've never had this kind of question before. Oops. Oh, what was your question, Yalfrin? Sorry. It disappeared. Okay, sorry, Yui. I'll get to Yalfrin after. I think it would be unsafe. I'm just seeing here. It might be unsafe. It could be used for the wrong reasons. And it might be more trouble than it's worth. That's potentially why you can't get the tank. But, you know, you could ask for another thing. Something cool. Yushi's... Okay, thank you, Yui. Sorry, Yalfarin. What deck did you want to use? I think that your question got deleted. My bad. So after you is Pizza, then Lemon, then Yalfarin, then Love, then Yui. Alright, guys. My phone is dying. This stream is insane. Okay, Basil. Are your spells working? Okay, I had to sit with this for a bit. Sorry. This for Yalfarin. I'm seeing that it didn't shoot immediately. So I was trying to see in my mind's eye. I'm starting to get, I guess visions is the word I'm looking for, like kind of drawings in my head. And I didn't get this before. But I'm seeing, like, you know when you're like firing a cannon and it doesn't like go off right away? Or maybe they'd have to like relight it or reignite it. That's kind of what I'm seeing with your spell. It seems like quite a strong one also in my opinion. But it will, I think, take some time for it to like shoot. So that's all. It didn't like commence immediately. But it's there. I could see the energy is there and it's kind of like a cannon. And you just have to wait for it to shoot your direction. Or wherever, whatever direction you intended. So I think it will work. Whoops. Pizza. I'm wondering why I keep seeing the angel number 222. It's referring to my love life. Okay, I don't really know how to read angel numbers. I'm not sure what each of them signify. But we'll try. These are messages from your guides. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably your guides. And they are reminding you to be patient about something. It could be your love life, but they're sort of just reminding you not to be too hasty and to always act from a place of assurance rather than desperation. Or rather than always coming from a place of fear or sadness. So always make sure, I think, that you're in a space where you can make rational decisions before kind of moving forward with. It could be your love life. I can see that. And it's also some other aspects of your life as well. This could also pertain to education, school, something like that. It has something to do with the decision that you're about to make. But I can't pinpoint what exactly. Also the guides I think that are surrounding you, at least concerning that angel number, they feel more authoritative and they feel like bigger looming figures, not really like the tiny tricksters or like the tiny ones. So I don't know if that really I think it does sort of change the atmosphere of, you know, what you feel and see, but good luck. Okay, next is Lemon. And Azia, your question is pinned, so I'll get back to that. Well, my plan on why I am planning to join the Air Force work. Ultimately, I think so. It won't come smoothly though. There will be some trials and there will be some hindrances that might block you. However, I think that they are sorry, how do I put this? I think you will be able to overcome them. It's just sort of a matter of mustering through those mustering through some discomfort beforehand. I think that they will also be requiring a little bit more from you. But I do see that in the long run, I think it's possible. It also, for some reason, it says here that it depends on how you carry yourself. I'm guessing that there might be an interview, or there's, I don't know, something where they'll have to just assess you overall. So it will also be like dependent on that. In a way, there will be some frustrations because you'll feel stagnant in the process, but it is possible. So all right, next we have Yalfarin. Jin, are my manifestations working? I think that they have a higher chance of working if they're not forced. There might be like some stress in the outcome, and there'll be stress on the desire, which is normal. I think that's the usual process that people go through. But it will better. How do I put this? Your manifestations will better come to fruition if you learn the art of detachment. So there's kind of an emotional art that you need to know how to puppeteer and master for them to come to fruition more easily. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Because I'm seeing that right now, your intentions are still like in a cage. Like it's constrained. So you kind of need to like let it go. It's something like that. Next is Love. I am curious, this is the last for today, since he makes little nudges. Am I my boss's type? I wonder. I think you are. I didn't mention this in the previous reading, but I think he actually likes younger. I don't know. people who are younger than him. And I think you did mention an age gap, so. Yeah, it's alright. It's, I think, maybe trickier when it comes to like the things that you want. So you have to be in that in a flow state in a way, like completely detached. He did, okay, because I saw that earlier, but I was thinking it's probably not relevant to the questions you were asking me. So just based on that, I think so, but let's see. Oh, this is so funny. No. I did not assume that. Not my supposition. Oh my gosh, you are, but it's the same thing. He feels guilty about it. He feels guilty that you're his type. I think that he doesn't like the fact that he's attracted to younger people. Obviously, it's not in a pedophilic way, right? But he just, you know, that's his preference. So you are his type. But he's again, manipulating himself, suppressing his emotions, all of that jazz that we mentioned earlier in the stream. And it seems to weigh him down more than he lets on. I don't know, that's just like kind of funny to me. It's like when you like someone and you try to convince yourself that you don't actually like them, or liking them unearths this feeling of ruefulness and guilt and some kind of weight on your back. He is in a hard denial. Younger people have bigger drive, that's true. You guys have, you know, more energy to do things, so it's just, you know, his type. As long as obviously no minors, and I don't see that obviously, but you know. Okay, next is Yui and then Atsuya. So Yui is asking, is it a tank question? It is a tank question. I knew it. Yeah, no. Because you mentioned children, so I was like, no, absolutely not. He's not that. There's no Epstein. No Epstein suggestions here. Okay. I don't think so, Yui. Can I convince my cousin to buy me a tank? Minor subjects. Even then, I don't like minor subjects. No, your cousin is going to be very harsh about your question. And they'll see that you will be disappointed in their decision, but they're like, no, a no is a no. I will not give you a tank. Queen of Swords is a critical figure. Maybe you can ask someone in chat. Can someone give Yui a tank? Alright guys, the moment we have been waiting for. I'm going to open the queue again, and it is just going to be for the duck race. So what you need to do is just type the command and then your duck name. That's all. Oh, and we will have to end soon because my phone is absolutely dying. I need to find a way to charge it while streaming. So let me open the queue. Just type the command and then your duck name for the race. For those who don't know, if anyone's new and they don't know what the duck game is for, it's just to pinpoint who is going to get the last question of this stream. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. We won't be using the redeem points anymore. I forgot to remove that. The queue is open again. So just type the command. Here, just type the command and your duck name. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. I forgot to tell you guys. I have to remove the points. Because it's hard for me to keep track of all the ducks. Here we go. This is much easier. So we have Yalfarin. You have Yalfar, Angel, Love, and Chokomama. I forgot to prepare the duck race tab. Oh yeah, your pin disappeared, see? You asked me if people will fight over you? Sorry, before we get to that. Indirectly. I think it's because they're men. They're not really as, like, catty as women tend to be. Oh my gosh, I do not mean to sound misogynistic, but I'm just saying that that's the nature of these men that you're talking about. In a way, they kind of will, like, they'll perhaps, like, try to see who can get more attention from you, but they're not really going to confront each other directly or anything like that. It's a little bit more, in their, how do I put this, in their territories. Okay, I'm gonna set the duck names. She's in a manhwa. All of you guys have very interesting love lives. Let me see. I'm just preparing the names here. Yalfar. I forget the pins disappear sometimes. And I thought about the duck race right after. No love life. Love is manhwa, Yui is manga, and pizza is, I can't see. Pizza is manhwa. Okay, anyone else joining? We have Yalfar, Angel, Love, and Chokomama. Oh, I forgot Gecko's not here, so we don't have those, like... we don't have those, like, enigmatic symbols that he types in the... Okay, let me open this. Hold on a sec. Let me open the... Where is that? Cool. Okay, so we have our list here. We have Yalfar, Angel, Love, and Chokomama. Alrighty. 30 seconds. Oh, Chokomama's very apt. She looks like a chocolate duck. Alright guys, we'll start in a bit. Good luck. 3, 2, 1. Alright, Angel's in the lead. She's a strawberry. That's cute. Yalfar is a vampire and Love is a rubber duck. Yeah, that one's really cute. Wouldn't it be funny if... Okay, Yalfar's definitely an end closer. Wouldn't it be funny if she won? Oh my god, I think she is gonna win. Wait, what? What? Congratulations! You are an end closer. You're like gold chip. Congrats, Yalfer. Okay. Was it the name? What influences the luck in the duck race? I will never know. They tend to do that though in the duck race. I noticed that the person who's like second, or maybe at most like third to the last, that range, they tend to catch up at the very end. Alright, Yelfrin, may I ask what your question is? Congrats on your duck victory. It's much easier, I think, to keep track of the names there. Hello, gentle monster. I'm sorry, Yui. I know that the news has been like a domino effect. First, there's no tank, and then second, the duck race. I'm gonna be like, Yui, when Yui's single, when will I get a boyfriend? Oh, all of those hieroglyphics. Quack. Oops. Oh my gosh. Pure Atsuya's is, it's love is war. Her life is also an anime. Interesting. There's something that you have to knock down and rebuild from scratch for Yalfarin. I don't know if this is a current person, but the person that you're like facing right now, there's you have to kind of dismantle whatever system you've built. You have to totally knock it down and start from scratch. Because at this rate, kind of upkeeping it is only gonna cause like more discord. Yeah. So I can't really say when when you will have a boyfriend, but there's kind of just a need for knocking down a certain system that you're in right now, or some kind of loop that you're stuck in. And I think after that you should be able to find a love life like relatively quickly, like within the year, kind of quick. So I hope that helped. There's no concrete timeline of it. No partner. I would hope that helped. Thanks again, guys. By the way, please join the Discord if you haven't already. And let me check. I know Yui wants to raid. I'll check. I want to see if my friend is online, or one of my Twitch friends is streaming. No one streams when I stream, huh? Okay, so before we end, let me know who you want me to raid. Also, I'll just be right back. I need to get my keyboard because it's in a different side of my room. Hello. So is there someone that we have that you guys want me to raid? I don't know anybody. None of the accounts I follow are online, so let me know a username and we can go and end the stream. Unless we don't have one and we can just end it here. Oh wait, I know this streamer. I think we rated them before. Anyways, guys, it's quite late. I still have to work on my research paper. So thank you again for joining this very chaotic stream. I appreciate it very deeply. And I'll see you guys in my next stream. I don't know. Hope you guys have a good weekend. To those who are having their midterms, good luck. To those who have work endeavors, good luck with that as well. Thank you, Bubshki. You guys too. Take care. See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye.